Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Another month, another new ZRacing series. This time, punch and power. This one's going to be tough. This is going to be a very tough race, I think. Hey, Darren, how's it going? Good amount of climbing. I think there's like 265 meters. Racing in 28 minutes. 28 minutes. You can jump on, man. Everybody's welcome. More than welcome to join the race. I'm going to get smoked, I think, is what's in order here. Lots of climbing, like I said, 265 meters. And it's going to be tough, I've picked the Tron bike. We're just kind of warming up, cruising Tempest Fugit. Oh, nice. Congratulations, my dude. That's awesome. Win is always good. Win is always good. Yeah, they've readjusted the categories for this month versus last month, which is good to see. They're making some adjustments. That being said, based on the numbers, I have been pushed even closer to the bottom of the rankings in this time slot. So. Hey, George. Oh, I didn't switch over. I switched it. It should have switched. So maybe it didn't save and take. I guess. Who knows? Should say coastal route. I hope. We'll check that out on the old Contents Live. Oh, I can't see the live on my phone yet. Anyways, I noticed that I switched it up like 10 minutes ago. Probably just didn't take. C'est la vie. We'll pretend it's France for a minute. I wish it was France. I wish it was that much flatter. Boss chatted with me last time. Oh, cool. Yeah, he was asking about photographs of your setup. He was told him you had a new setup coming, and then he was asking to see photos, and so kind of showed him, and yeah. No, that's good. Like I said, he's the only one in the office that gets to log into YouTube, I think. I can watch stuff on Twitch. But I can't watch it on YouTube at work. And the irony is I don't think they figured out Twitch is a thing, or they don't care, because most people aren't watching streams. So yeah, I think these kind of routes are suited for you. I said, I think my race score is like 440, and the basement on this category is like 425. And I'm 440, so we'll see. I was looking at kind of the start list, and there's a lot of Bs, which I don't like the looks of. I think this series might change the landscape a bit for certain people. I mean, obviously the lighter climbers are gonna smash the living hell out of the rest of us. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. And it'll be interesting, too, to see how badly it goes. Like, I mean, I've only got 15 points to drop, but it doesn't seem like they move that much. You see, and that's crazy to me. It's, I've been looking at some of the rankings with people that I've raced with week to week, and I'm rated much higher than they are, even though they got better finishes than me. So I don't know. It must be my top end power that's hurting me. So I don't know exactly how they're scoring things. I think it's if you've got a bigger watt, maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. It just feels like punishment for the last month. And I think this one's going to feel even worse. It's kind of how it's going to go. Now I'm going to back off a little bit. I just really want to spin the legs out and not really do too much. And I'm not sure like how quickly it's moving people up for wins. Like, I feel like it's just kind of like they seated everybody and we're kind of stuck there. It's, you know, I've been mid-pack at best to the ass end of most of my rides. And it's been kind of crazy in the sense that my ranking has gone down, but then I'll do something like last week's where I still got dropped by the main group and it's not really having an effect at all. Like it's, in fact, my last one bumped me up and I was like 30th. It was, it's weird. It's really weird to me. I'm gonna take a look and see exactly where we are at. Can I do it with this screen open? I don't even know anymore. Nah, it's just gonna let me search. Dashboard, there we go. Yeah, I'm still at 440. So it's moved me back up. If I look at my activities, so my last race, we were 28th of 46, and it moved me up. So I don't know. I don't know how these scores are working, how the bumps are working. You know, I was 2 minutes and 24 seconds off a flat route. So, oh, I'm gonna get punished today. I feel like this is punishment. I feel like this is punishment. But we've been working hard. We've been doing trainer road. We've been doing longer rides. According to trainer road, I'm not supposed to push hard today and just do a recovery ride, which clearly is not going to happen. And it's been an interesting thing as well, this whole red light, green light, yellow, don't work so hard, trainer road thing. By the end of my weekend, it's just like, you need to stop riding. I don't feel like I'm in the red, but it tells me I'm in the red. So, I mean, that could be part of my problem. But the other part is too, I'm not gonna give up a Sunday ride, Sunday group ride to, you know, be fresh legs for, it's kind of my last two rides before, because I've altered my rest days as well. I do a trainer road ride on a Tuesday, switched my days to rest day to Wednesday, Thursday trainer road, Friday ride, Saturday trainer road / ride, and then Sunday just a ride. But volume's been high anyways. I did critical mass on Friday. It was a good time. it was all good until I actually had a pretty close call on the way back home from that ride. It was kind of insane. I have the same issue with Trader Road. It's like, told me don't do that. Tells me that all the time. But Friday on the way back, I was riding home. I was on the gravel bike just because it was a more chill ride. I didn't want to be on the race bike. But we were doing about, I want to say like 45 kilometers an hour. And the speed limit's about 40 where I was. So I was speeding a little bit. And for whatever reason, this car decides he wants to pass me. And then it was fine. He was like passing wide. And then he pulls out in front and then he hammers on his brakes. And it was just, I just about ate the back end of his car. It was close. It was close. It's nuts. It's drivers here just, I don't know, super aggressive for no reason. It came without warning. I don't get it. He also turned off. So I don't know if he was speeding up to make his turn and just didn't calculate. I don't know what he was doing. But anyways, not terribly happy. I turned the bike around, went to go looking for him, couldn't find him, which is probably a good thing because that was pretty hot at that moment. And you know, when you're seeing red, it's probably not a good time to interact with people. But incidents like that, they just get my heart rate like super up. I get a huge adrenaline spike. And yeah, so my conclusion to Friday's nice massive group ride was not so fun. But yeah, for sure, Darren. It's always like that. It's weird because there's a couple spots that I have to go through. Once to get to a bike route, and I always go through this intersection, and it never fails that people like left turn in front of me. It's absolutely infuriating because I'm not exactly going slow. Knock on wood, we've really missed, although I've had a couple where it's been super close. I always say that if I have my old commuter bike, I have a 2013 Norco Indy with a pizza rack that I run errands on, and it's a nice bike. It's, you know, flat bar, skinny tires, or skinnier tires. They're still pretty big, I guess, as far as city bikes go, like 32s. Disc brakes, good bike, pizza rack, the most important part to carry shit. And I always say, because that bike's a little older, you know, one of these days it's gonna go into the side of a car. I'm gonna bounce off it because I'm not gonna be worried if I taco the front wheel. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like colliding with cars at any point. It's just kind of not cool. But it's like day after day. It's insane to me. It's how aggressive people are. I don't know if it's a strictly North American thing or if generally speaking the world's gotten a little more aggressive in terms of biking or cyclists. I mean, the weird part to me is that a lot of times in these cases, like, I'm moving at the speed of the rest of traffic. It's not like I'm slow. And just kind of want to I want to get home quick because it gets a little nuts. I don't understand. You know, it's I think the worst incident I experienced was last year with somebody, and I still have their license plate, and they live in my area, and I remember the plate and I remember the car very well. But buddy threw a bottle at me. It missed, thankfully, because it was full. And things like that go very, very deeply embedded and remembered. People not into sport are even worse. The world's gone more aggressive, even with outdoor running. That's crazy. Like, what's a runner? A runner, like, what threat is that to anybody in the world, man? Like, geez, come on. Here in Europe, it's all kumbaya. We love each other. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. We need that here. We need a lot more chill here, because it's getting a little crazy. I feel like, personally, it's because things in the U.S. are a little crazy, and I feel like we're kind of pulling some of that in by osmosis. Because, you know, to be honest, in Canada, we get so much U.S. stuff just because they're our neighbors. Like, half of our channels are U.S. channels, so we're inundated with U.S. media. So, yeah, it's entertaining. It's crazy. Just kidding. It's crazy too. Well, that sucks. Sucks, man. It's like, I don't get it. I don't understand the mentality at all. And it's funny because, like, maybe I'm just getting old, but I don't remember, like, when I was riding a bike as a kid, it being that crazy. I'm so happy to be riding Watobia right where nobody can kill me. Yeah, well, that is the truth of the matter. I mean, to be honest, if it's not the cars here, we got forest fires. I don't know if it's reached the news over in Europe and where you guys are, but you may have heard, like, Jasper, one of our main national parks, it's kind of like the jewel, one of the crown jewels of this country for tourism, just burnt literally to the ground. And it's really sad because a lot of people lost their homes and their businesses and their livelihood, and the area itself, you know, is just roasted. But as well, the smoke is to a point where it's just toxic to go outside. Hey, Ratton, thanks for the raid, appreciate it. And welcome to the stream. Thanks, guys. Thanks for dropping in. We're just warming up. As you can see, we got about 11 minutes before we get absolutely crushed. Yeah, I heard that on the news. Yeah, it's horrible. It's you know, it's just, forest fires here seem to be a season in their own now. It gets really dry and then something starts burning and then it goes, and, you know, in this case, a national park. So, I mean, brutal. It's so, I mean, even if I wanted to be riding outside, the smoke is a little bit too much. I'm here running not only the air, but I'm also running a air purifier just to catch any stuff, because it's a little smoke stinky, to say the least. Enjoy the first 5 kilometers of the race. The bees will make it hell on the climb. It doesn't, even the sea is going to make hell on the climb for me. Let's be honest, anything that isn't flat is not going to be fun for me. The downhill will be fun. That's why I'm on the Tron bike. Try to neutralize that a little bit. But I also don't want to give up too much speed. You know, part of me is just like, take the Venge, take the disc wheel, head after it, and you know, make up what I'm definitely going to lose on the downhill. But it's going to be tough. Yeah, and like you said, it's a new category system. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what it kind of brings. I don't think these guys are going to be big guys. So I think the Bs that end up in my category are typically, I think, smaller guys. So this is their domain. We'll see what we can stick to for the first little bit. Hopefully it's chill, but nothing in Zwift starts off chill. That's just not how that operates. How are the screens going, Darren? How you got them all set up and stuff? I know you sent me the stuff. I think my boss mentioned that you had some stuff that looked different, but not everything. I'm just gonna change the angle of the fan here a little bit. Can't win a race in the first 10 seconds, but you can lose it. Oh, I will definitely lose it in the first 10 seconds, Firewalker. Yes, because Bs with sprint power have a higher score. Why is it? Why is it sprint power is rated so much? So much. I just need to install ZenMaster. Awesome. That's cool. That's what I don't get about this new story. Is it, you know, that sprint power just seems to put you in a different place. Like, I feel like this scoring system will be better and more beneficial for team stuff, right? If you've got a sprinter and he's got good power numbers, you know, he's going to need the support to kind of keep with. Same thing with the climbers. You know, it's maybe it is a good thing. I don't know. I'm a B and I can't sprint for shit. But with the Firewalker, with the new Z Labs, where are you at? What's your race score? Sprints makes the results. And that's true. And, you know, I'll say this. Like, I know a lot of you guys watching the Drops, Swifties podcast. I know a lot of emphasis is placed on the draft. And, you know, it's like, just sit there, sit in the draft, save your energy, save your energy, save your energy. It's a good strategy. It works for individuals, 100%. But I think with teams, when you start interjecting teams, you can blow that out the window. Because you can make somebody work. You know, if you have a bunch of racers, you can sit up, and I mean, I'll do it from time to time. It's if a guy's not working, and I'm not going to drop him or let him sit 466. So you're right, you'd be racing with me, Firewalker, because I'm at 440. But I'm a mid-pack C at best. Is kind of my thing. But you can make somebody that's trying to do that work really, really hard through a constant rotation of attacks. And just everybody else, like when the attack goes, I mean, you don't chase your teammates. So your teammate goes down the road, you don't stick with him. You just let him go. If he's going to solo and people are going to let him solo. It's great. But that other guy on the other team, he's going to have to chase. And if they all start chasing, then everybody else gets a free ride up front. They've burned a match. Everybody else just kind of coasted behind. And the moment you all reconnect, that's when you launch your secondary attack. And off you go. Round 2. And again, they're either going to have to make a choice. They're either going to have to let it go and become a break, or they're going to have to chase it down. And that's how you mitigate that. But I think, again, with individual stuff, because you have no teammates, it's just kind of, it is what it is, right? People will just kind of sit in the group. If they've got, you know, the main group, if they've got the power, they'll just sit in. There's no real push. Now, there are people that will do that, Like we've seen Peter from time to time, he will launch himself off the front and force others to chase, knowing that he's at the top in the power band. And we've seen that for before they did this switch up for months. He would just basically, he would dictate the pace that he wants to do, right? Sometimes he would go, sometimes he'd just sit there. Hey, speaking of Peter, here's Peter. It's unfortunately they didn't go back unless it's a long uphill slog. Right, but again, long uphill slog. A lot of times if you got a flat right leading into that uphill slog, you can have people that are bigger guys, bigger watts, put a lot of punishment onto those climbers by really pushing the pace. So it's I think there can be a lot more strategy, but the problem is a lot of times it's individual riders just, you know, going and doing their thing. You're going to hang on, like I'm going to hang on for as long as possible, and eventually I'm going to get spat out the back. And in my case, in this group, given that we're going uphill right away, that might not take very long. But we will see. It's actually not my legs that are sore today, it's my back. My back and traps and my shoulders. I went a little heavy last week, setting some output records in the gym, and I definitely feel it in my shoulders. I definitely feel it when I hunker down. So it's interesting. I like this route, but not with ZRS. I am going to get smashed. Like I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I am getting smashed. This is what's going to happen. There's 24 guys. I think there's some realization. I think people are starting to avoid this time slot. Like I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed the numbers go down a little bit. I don't know if that's because they're splitting the two groups. There's a little bit more of a split. The category just below and then this one, but you know, it's not pushing the 50-60. Yeah, I agree, Peter. I would have liked to have just been smashed by you and a couple others versus what is about to unfold here. It's going to be, like I said, hopefully they take it easy off the start. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to be a smash fest. There is going to be a selection early on. And then it's going to get strung out. I don't blame you for that tactic, George. I do not blame you at all. See, I could move this an hour later, but then I'd never see any of you guys. So we're just going to smash it out, get punished, watch all the tricycles and grandmas in the stream, and then hopefully not blow up is the other part of it. But we'll see. I ate a cookie today, so I should be good on the sugar side of things. We'll just see how it kind of all plays out. See, even this, I didn't feel my neck, which is sad. All right. 10 seconds. Got it. Draft, then get dropped. Sounds like a plan. Ale, 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 ale. Ale, 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 ale. First guy going out. I think they're just going to let him go, which is good. Well, I'm not chasing anybody.
Ale, 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 ale!
I've been working out so hard today that my sleeves fell off.
Time to go up.
Ale, 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 ale.
Whew.
Ale, 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 ale.
Thanks, Nicholas.
Ale, 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 ale.
Whew. Oh. It looks like I'm going to be stuck in no man's land here. I can slow right down. The guys behind aren't pulling hard. Cheers, George. Have yourself a good sleep, man. They've caught up a bit now. 6 seconds. Let's dangle this carrot. Three seconds. There he is. Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for a while, Darren, I think. Whew. Oh. Oh.
What the fuck is this piece of
Tough,
shit?
tough. Thanks, Nicholas. Ah. Ah. Thanks, Peter. Ah. Yeah, there is no way that I am there with 3.8 watts a kilogram. Not even close. Oh, that's, he crushed it, man. B. Kelly, whew, that guy crushed it. 3.8, 26 seconds ahead of the second, 31 seconds ahead of third. That's a huge, huge gap. And I'm 4 minutes behind, but we knew that was going to happen. We knew that at the end of the route that you know, we were going to get crushed on that climb, but that's fine. That's fine. Now, I'm going to be very interested to see how this sort of plays out in those standings. I think there was, what, 30-some in this race? So again, mid-back pack for these races based on the Zwift Lab scores. Entry level being 425, me being 440. So, I mean, climbers are going to do really well. You know, guys like Darren who won earlier today. I mean, this is his domain. Like, I'm just not. I know that initial climb, it was like 354. In that, I'm not lasting at that for a long time. You know, I gotta ease off and back off, but we'll take the effort. Felt good. The last climb felt a little bit better. I mean, I had to back right off to let those guys catch. So, I mean, I should have just kept on going, but there was no chance for me to catch anybody else up ahead. Yes, indeed, this route isn't made for us. Have you raced it yet, Peter? Have you done this yet in the normal classification? I mean, to be honest, I think even in regular C, I'm going to struggle. I'm going to struggle to kind of keep attached. It's a route built for climbers, 100%. You know, I'll be able to gain a couple spots back on the flat, which we did, and especially on the downhill. No, not yet. I'll be interested to see how your results are. Like I said, Darren won regular, so it's going to be interesting. I kind of hope. I mean, I got to lose 15 points. I think it's going to take me like 10 races to lose 15 points, and at that point they'll probably just shift it back. I don't know. We're not going to fare well with this puncher thing. There's a little too much climbing, I think, elevation. I would rather see kind of the shorter, what I would consider punchy climbs. I might be okay in those, but beyond that, who sort of knows? But you're hoping to do it in this category as well. Well, you just came down from your C again, right, Darren? Is that correct? I feel that this is 100% your kind of thing. Let's see. For those of you over on Twitch, we're gonna check about rating somebody here. Well, we're gonna keep on going and chit-chatting on thing. No B. You're still B. So the problem is with Twitch, people have crazy names. And I just need to...
for all being here.
Damn it. I'm screwing this up, boys. I just need to copy and paste a name. That's all. Ah, there we go. There we go. Copy. There we go. We're cooking. This is my tech savvy right here. Terrible tech savvy. We will get this raid going in a second. Terrible tech savvy. We will get this raid going in a second. Terrible tech savvy. There we go. Perfect. All right. Twitch is rated. There we go. Back to doing what we do. Ah, terrible. Anyways, yeah, I think that at the end of the day, this is going to be super tough. It'd be nice to get kind of a group of people and do stuff. I have an idea for those of you that are still in the chat here. I have this idea in my head that I think maybe we get a team of guys together and what we do is we challenge race Zwifter. Now I know Zwifty's faster than most of us by a good stretch. But I think if we got a team of 4 or 5 guys and we ultimately do it with team tactics, I think we could take them. So something to think about. But I think it's going to be a fun month either way. Just making me suffer if you guys like watching that. I don't mind these because they do push me in. Like it does. It puts me right in the red, and really kind of puts a number on me. But I think that would be really cool. If you guys are down, if you're still listening to this, by all means, shoot me a message in Discord, and maybe we'll put some sort of challenge together and challenge Zwifty and see how that sort of goes. Because I think it'd be fun. I think it would be fun. Because, and this is why I was saying, I was sort of talking about tactics at the beginning of the stream. Zwifty likes to draft a lot. But you have to have people working in order for the draft to work. So in a private race, if you've got a race of 5 or 6 or 7, 1 on 5 or 6, everybody else just doesn't pull. And you send one guy down the road, when he chases, just back right off. You either got to make him attack, or you got to make him him work for it. Counterattack. It's kind of my thoughts on the thing. But anyways, guys, I digress. I hope you all have a fantastic week. We're doing Trainer Road tomorrow. Should be fun. And yeah, if you've made it this far, I appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hope you have a great week. And until next time, see ya.